Hey guys, two things. I was talking to some of my coworkers today, just going over a couple random Mandela effects. And we talked about the color of blood in the body and what they remember. And every single one of them remembers being taught in school that blood inside the body that is deoxygenated is blue. And then if you cut yourself or if it gets oxygen in it, then it turns red, which is what we all remember. Everyone has been taught this. Literally, I think it's even it was a question on the test we were taking. But now it's always been the blood in the body is always red. It's just the shade of red. It's a deeper red when it's deoxygenated versus a lighter red, I guess, when it has oxygen in it. Which again is crazy. I mean, that if that was the case, then that's what we would remember from the test. But no, nearly everyone, that's a pretty huge one, is the blood in the body being blue. The other thing, we did talk about South America too, which that was funny. I asked them all, if you were traveling south from Florida, which direction would South America be? If you were just traveling south, directly south from the tip of Florida, would you run into the middle of South America? Would you run, would it be to the east, the majority of it to the east, majority of it to the west? Where would it be? All of them said that it would be either to the west or they would hit part of it on the way down, but the majority of it would be to the west. Which, if you look at pretty much any map now, and all the maps we know were already screwed up and they didn't really tell us correctly anyway. But now the majority of maps, again, pretty much all maps, say that if you were traveling south from Florida, you would not hit South America at all. It's almost entirely to the east of a southern bound ship from Florida. All of it's to the east. So yeah, it's just mind-blowing stuff for people. And a lot of these people, I've kind of gone over some of this stuff before. Some of them I haven't. I've got some new employees, but again, just two things that they knew we've been taught in school, and yet it's just not the case anymore. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about, for some reason, and this is the first time I've made videos on here in a few months now, but all of a sudden, my YouTube feed starts populating with these videos about posting misinformation, or be careful about what you spread, what information you spread online, and that kind of thing. I don't know, maybe the algorithm is kind of upset that I'm posting stuff again, and maybe it's just AI doesn't want me talking about some of this stuff. Maybe, I don't know. I do think there is some level of intelligence, or sentient intelligence behind AI. I stopped talking to ChatGPT a while back. Now, I do use ChatGPT for this one reason. My son has algebra. He takes algebra, or he's taking algebra this coming year, took pre-algebra this past year. But I ask it to create little quizzes and stuff for me, and it does a pretty good job at just formulating random problems that he can do, and I get it to make a little study guide or study chart, study sheets, that kind of stuff for algebra. But it's very useful, like, for that stuff. It saves bukus of time from me having to type it all out and print it, But yeah, outside of that, I don't really mess with ChatGPT anymore. I don't ask it for summaries of things and that kind of stuff, because it gets a lot of the books wrong. It gets chapters wrong, it's not nearly as reliable. And maybe it's changed now. Maybe it has gotten better. But when I was playing around with it, doing that stuff, it was not very reliable at all. So, but anyway, guys, just some thoughts. Just driving home. I'm actually heading to Little Girl Scout Science Camp. She got to learn about the sun this week, and she's full on biblical cosmology at 10 years old, and she knows all about the flat Earth and the scriptures that speak to it, but she does know what the world teaches as well. We teach her, hey, this is what the world believes for the most part. Doesn't necessarily mean that we believe it, but it's what the world believes. If they were to ask you, like, hey, what does the world believe that the sun does? What does the world believe that the earth does? We like for her to know that, because there's a lot in knowing that some of the numbers and that kind of stuff is all very, very telling. Tells on them. Anyway, just thought I'd put this together real quick and talk to you guys later. God bless.